So here's a closer look at a mock-up of the mechanism that I'm using. Originally I was going to have this channel go all the way around here so this would swivel, but in the meantime this just comes into place here and settles there, and there's not much movement. On top of that, I'm going to put a panel that goes across here and put some screws into it. Would be an easier way to say it. And so all three, 1, 2, 3 of these boards, you're just going to have to tilt up and pull out, and it looks like a whale or a shark. So I way overcomplicated this bench and ended up having to take out the little retaining screws that went through there and there and there. I guess they're bolts technically, because it was just way too difficult to take out. It fits pretty well. It doesn't wobble terribly. It's going to be negligible when driving, negligible when sitting. So this is good. Sometimes the easiest solution is the best solution. Drilled some holes in here and some handholds as well to be able to lift up this little doohickey when I need to gain access to the contents underneath, which may be tools, maybe bedding even for a guest, it may be some stuff for tabletop games because I do a lot of that. We'll see. But the point is there's some breathing room so that the stuff underneath can breathe, and the cushion that'll go up here can also breathe because mold and mildew can be a huge issue. I also have some paint that I'm going to go ahead and throw on this when I get closer to completion, and that will help prevent mold and mildew as well. Today's only a partial work day. The sky back there looks kind of blue on here, but like right about there it looks kind of like death. This morning I drove to Atlanta at 3 a.m. for work, this is part of why, you know, I'm building the bus, at 7:45, and then at 11 was finished. This is the first bench completed, well, almost completed. I just have to figure out a way to secure the back because I wanted to do something a little fancy, I guess. This is the top here. It's currently drying. It has a coat of all-purpose primer that is mold and mildew resistant, because that can be an issue, especially in these smaller vehicles, enclosed spaces. Moisture builds up, mold, mildew. It's not fun. But this is the little topper that goes on top of the bench. This bench is currently upside down, so this part is going to go up against the wall, The reason why we don't have a full back here is because this is going to be cut off by the window, so we're not even going to see it. I'm going to be blocking out the lower half of that window. I can put a piece of wood across here to maybe keep it from warping. What do we have? I think 6 days before the house is sold. Pressure's on. This is a reminder just to make sure you measure everything before you build, because this is not going to fit in here. Yesterday, shortly after putting the finishing touch on the second coat for the bench, there was a torrential downpour. Look at that. So I had to remove the entire sink cabinet unit. You can see the mess underneath that still needs to be vacuumed in order to put on the window tint that goes here, and also to finish the backsplash that goes back here. So lots to do, not enough time, not enough manpower. Samantha helped me to move the fridge and move this, and hopefully I can go ahead and fasten this down properly. You can see the gap there. Things are torn up in the bus, including parts of the floor. The window blackout film that I bought, I'm having issues with that. I'm just very frustrated overall right now, but I told myself I would keep taking these videos, and I really want to keep making the project, but I also want to be authentic and not fake shit. That might get bleeped out. The fridge is going to be a pain in the butt to get in. I still have to black out a little bit more window, and I'm running out of film. It's just a very frustrating situation right now.